to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports.
I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
To the air, Williams. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll start out here with the option left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Jackson going to hold on to it again.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
Zay Flowers.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Dragons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Tucker with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Throwing is Williams. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. But you look at this defense. They enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 of the league in stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Working out of the gun, Williams. He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The Bears are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Williams. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cole Kmet, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Oh, shit.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Had to get away from him.
He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You look at this Bears defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
We got a high ball, though.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the
Think you trying the only fucking star.
past the 20-yard line. But when I look down,
Or she has somebody low, because I keep telling you how to low.
What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone.
No, you should have been dead.
And a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively,
I thought I told you to show blitz anyway, bro.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here we go.
Here's Williams.
And it will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession, as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. From the gun, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. But he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
An audible here to get a new look. They'll try and run the option.
And always sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Again, Jackson will keep it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Now Jackson.
And that falls to the ground.
Can y'all just hold on to the ball, please?
A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Jackson from the shotgun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
Fred, too.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get... Oh, and his early struggles continue.
Man, get the fuck... This nigga... Come on, bro.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
That's like when you have smart people back there.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
That's crazy.
Keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score.
Like that. Like that.
2nd and 12.
To throw is Jackson.
That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Now Jackson going to shift him around.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
12 yards there as they move the chains. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now it's Jackson.
Mm,
And that one going off target and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to
Yeah,
extend
my
just
shit
a little
flowing
bit
first,
there
though.
with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10. Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Rashad Bateman, as the first half is winding down. And the Dragons would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Maybe looking that way, too.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt, and this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
People to talk that up, boy.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now he'll give it up on the reverse. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Jackson going to run again.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Henry again on second down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
3rd down and 1.
No, we changed it.
Here's Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38.
And Bateman, he'll go in motion right here. And he'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Henry up the middle. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, Ozzie, sit up. 13.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout.
Let's make it simple.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Make it simple.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Ready. Middle. Go. Hey. Yo. Hot, man.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line.
Jackson going to keep it running right.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Running from the gun with Henry.
Hold it, that nigga. Hold it, that nigga. Come on, cowboy.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dragons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Tucker now to add the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Dragons 27, Bears 7. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Yeehaw, cowboy.
Tucker
Ride this
kick
horse.
it away following the touchdown.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
I'm going to start toying with you now. All right, about to get a little wicked now.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
They work now on 2nd and 9. To throw, Williams.
And
Well, that should have been a pick.
Complete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Looking to throw is Williams.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Sacked on the corner blitz by Marlon Humphrey.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown!
Oh, yeah, that ton.
Zay Flowers, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Dragons are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalposts.
You got lucky. I ain't tell put.
More sustained drive going.
Yeah, lucky.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Over the middle, complete.
No.
Once more. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Williams. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another
Yeah, you got
first down.
lucky.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To the air once more, Williams. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go. Here's Williams.
Shit.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. 4th down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
18 Cardinal.
Swift will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead is down to 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance, if they want, to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Play action. Now Jackson. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Now Lamar changing the play.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Montez Sweat with a tackle.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw.
And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because
GD'd in the chat. We at, you dig?
they have their